And so what got me started in writing this book is my father-in-law 2 years ago was sending out regular political updates, advocating for his political position. I was finding myself increasingly enraged by his position, and I replied back to one of his emails. When I wrote in the email, I didn't think much about, but I basically attacked his character, his religious beliefs, and everything that he stood for. 2 days later, I went to myself and thought about that email. I went back and reread the email, and I was mortified at what I had written. In the moment that I pressed send, there was not even a glimpse of hesitation, of thinking this may not be an okay thing to send. I just pressed the send button. But upon reading the email again, I realized it was not within my character of who I thought I was. Has anyone else here either written a comment on social media, written an email, or gotten into a heated discussion where you found yourself saying or writing something that you felt inconsistent with who you are? I was certainly in that moment. And that's what began the journey of writing this book, The Second Civil War. How has our political and information ecosystem driven us to behave in a way that is inconsistent with who we believe ourselves to be? Now, a civil war is absolutely no laughing matter. The first American Civil War from 1861 to 1865 had very, very clear dividing lines. The key dividing lines were federal versus state rights. Also, it was slavery. There were enlisted deaths of 620,000 people, civilian deaths of over 100,000 people. Approximately 2.3% of the overall population died up until 1865. Today, that would be about 7.5 million Americans. Now, our Civil War, we actually got fairly lucky. And you're saying, Peter, you just talked about killing 2.3% of the population. How were we lucky? The vast majority of civil wars end in massive genocide. We were very, very lucky that one side actually conceded defeat. And that's usually what happens. Is usually wars only really end, by the way, is when one side decides that it's over. If both sides do not decide that a war is over, it can continue for decades or even hundreds of years. So we were very, very fortunate that the South actually conceded that war so we could move forward as a country.
If you are more committed to national unity than partisanship, please check out my book, The Second Civil War, A Citizen's Guide to Healing Our Fractured Nation. My book will challenge you to improve your relationship with friends and family. Click the link in the description below.